Hello and welcome to this episode of the Sorare Perspective. I am Quinny, your host, and in this little video today, guys, we're going to be thinking ahead to the almost confirmed matrix changes we're going to have from Sorare at the beginning of the next European season. What I mean by that is it's been highly hinted at and nodded towards that the matrix is in need of some tweaking and some refinement. Sorare have acknowledged that, and I think I've all but said that there is some provisional plans in place to alter the matrix in terms of realign it with some of the inconsistencies and some of the things it fails to reward and some of the things that it over punishes. No one has any real details on what it will be. But in this video, I want to talk about the three things that I think are the first ones that pop to my mind when I think about this. What I'd like to know from you guys in the comment section down below is what you think is an important change required to the current iteration of the Sorare scoring matrix. At any point in the video today, if you do laugh, learn, like something or whatever, please do like and subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff. Stay out of trouble and let's get stuck into it. Now, the number one, and we'll just get it out the way and knock it away to the side, okay, is fullback possession lost, okay, or defender possession lost. I think there definitely has to be, I think the main refinements that I expect to come from any future changes is more fields that include points for positive and negative actions, rather than changing it's -1 for possession loss for a defender and it's half for a midfielder and nothing for a forward. I don't think there'll be any change really to that. But I think there may be a further categorisation of the statistics that we get, because Sorare have always said that they opt to have to offer a level of coverage to a certain detail threshold, and that detail threshold has a standard. So there must be some sort of level of quality of information gathered, and the Opta coverage in the data collection is always up for debate and scrutiny, of course, but you would think there would be detailed in between what third of the pitch it was happening in, because we have attempted penalty area entries and that kind of thing. So you would think it might just be a further categorisation of what goes on, which kind of brings me into the second one for me, which would be that attackers get no benefit to any defensive actions really that they contribute. Don't get points for winning tackles and all that kind of stuff, So some guys are mispositioned as a forward and they become cheat code, of course, if they get that kind of stuff potentially. But equally, there is guys, you see at the top end with Liverpool, these types of clubs that really do the forward pressing and all that kind of stuff, that forward players do win a lot of really important defensive actions, but in their part of the pitch, and that leads to really exciting things and really positive outcomes for the team, and that should be rewarded with some SO5 points. I think we all agree on that. And the third one, and I don't know how important a lot of people think this would be, I think it definitely needs some attention, but goalkeepers being 100 capable, okay? So goalkeepers never get hundreds. I think we've seen it a little bit more recently over the last 6 months than we had maybe the 12 months prior to that, it feels like. But it's just so off the cards. There's always players that bag hundreds, and I don't think there's enough goalkeeping performances globally that would merit anyone getting a 100 goalkeeper score every week, a clean sheet or whatever, a couple of passes, that sort of thing. But it definitely should happen more frequently than what it does. When we do see all these goalkeepers are getting to the 90s and the high 80s, they're really, what more could the guy be doing at this point? And obviously the guys that do smash 95 plus anyway, they're on their way. They're getting 100. Just bloody give them the 100. They've absolutely smashed it for a goalkeeper. So I do feel that the goalkeeper, the 100 possibility definitely needs to be a little bit more attainable. The other things I would think about when it comes to any future kind of changes and iterations that might come hand in hand with the scoring matrix, in August or whenever it might be, as any divisional changes, maybe some reconfigurations of maybe a challenger A and B, we've speculated with on the main channel previously, as well as maybe any additional leagues that come in. Maybe they just do a full Jupiler, a full Eredivisie, a full SPL. Maybe there's additional leagues at limited level that come out with full league coverages for solo homogenous divisions. When you're then thinking about all this stuff that we spoke about in the video today, can you prepare for it? Can you plan? Can you capitalise on it? Can you limit any potential downside that would have on your club, your gallery, your cards, whatever? That's the things to consider with the Sorare perspective for this week. I hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and share and retweet, all that good stuff. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.